Dear students, now as I have promised you, now we are going to consider oxidation of ketones separately. The reason behind that is, as we know, oxidation of primary alcohol means primary alcohols, methanol, ethanol, 1-propanol, was very easy, and even mild oxidizing agents can carry out the oxidation. We have covered that. Secondary alcohols, the first step to give secondary alcohols in the first step on oxidation gives ketone. That is relatively easy. But the further oxidation was normally the conditions under which we carry out, we stop at this stage, our 11th, 12th textbooks. Means it is very, very difficult, but it is not that further oxidation of ketone does not take place. कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड ब्रेकिंग इन्व्हॉल्ड असल्यामुळं मागचे 2 लेक्चर बघा. कीटोनचे फर्दर ऑक्सिडेशन व्हेरी व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट, आणि म्हणून आपल्या रुटीन सिलेबस आणि क्वेश्चनला पण एक नीटच्या अँगलने तो मुद्दा थोडक्यात महत्त्वाचा आहे. थोडक्यात म्हणजे व्यवस्थित बघूया. येस, तो फर्दर ऑक्सिडेशन व्हेरी व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट. टर्शरी अल्कोहोल फर्दर इट इज डिफिकल्ट. ते कालच्या लेक्चरमध्ये कवर केलं व्यवस्थित बघा, आता सगळं रिपीट करत नाही. इट डझंट मीन दॅट मग याचं पुढं काय होतं, फर्स्ट स्टेप सेकंड स्टेप सगळं झालं आहे. अर्लियर 2 लेक्चर्स आय विल नॉट रिपीट. टर्शरी अल्कोहोलचं पण मागच्या लेक्चरला, पण तेवढाच एक सेपरेट मुद्दा घेतला होता की इट डझंट मीन दॅट ketones further oxidation, it is difficult, no doubt, very very difficult, very very difficult, but oxidation of ketones is possible by using very very strong oxidizing agent, and that too under what we call as vigorous or drastic conditions, vigorous conditions or drastic conditions. So yes, concentrated HNO3, which makes available, the manner in which it makes available nascent oxidation number of nitrogen is pi. It gets converted into NO. No need to write the reaction here, the aim is different, and such type of reactions, redox point of view, we have already considered, and it is going to be there in our 12th in organic chemistry. The point is that it makes available nascent oxygen. So -2 oxygen, if it goes to 0, means releases electrons, oxidation. So +5 nitrogen has to lower down, decrease in oxidation number of +5, +2. Okay, that is a different thing. Either we use concentrated nitric acid or we use alkaline KMnO4. So under these conditions, either this nitric acid or alkaline K1 and drastic vigorous conditions, high temperature, very high temperature, it can be carried out. And therefore under drastic conditions and using either of these reagents, we can further oxidize ketones to carboxylic acids. There are few more two reagents actually, but the products are different, and those we are going to consider in a different topic, esters. Further oxidation gives carboxylic acid. At that point of view, these two reagents are important, and if we use one of these two reagents, the oxidation of ketone is possible, and the rule for that is given by a chemist. It will be a homework for that. You can search on internet oxidation of ketones rule. You'll find the name. If not, then in the next lecture I will convey it to you. Okay. So suppose that alkaline KMnO4 or nitric acid, oxidation of ketone is possible. But under these conditions, what happens is that carbon-carbon bond breaking is possible. The requirement under these conditions, the requirement is that where the oxidation will take place, whether breaking will take place here or whether it will take place here is a question. So CH2 group means it is called as CH2 group is called as methylene group, like what we have studied, methyl group, ethyl group. Similarly, CH2 group, in short, we write in this manner: CH2 group, methylene group, if it is present, methylene group or methylene group if attached to carbonyl group, carbonyl carbon, CH2 group attached to carbonyl group, yes, carbonyl group, and here is the CH2 group. So oxidation takes place at this point. CH2 group attached to carbonyl group, this methylene group get oxidized separately, methylene group get oxidized to carboxylic acid, and remaining group gives different carboxylic acid. It is that simple. So oxidation will take place here because methylene group is present here. Here CH group is there. This is not methylene group. So whatever under drastic condition ketones do get oxidized, conditional. The condition is that if and only if methylene group, if it is attached, CH2 group, in short it is called as methylene group, if it is directly attached to carbonyl group, oxidation takes place at, the breaking takes place in such a way that methylene group gives a oxidized product and remaining oxidized product. Here on this side methylene group is not present, therefore here the breaking is not possible. Here it is possible. And if so, few reactions we have to consider in that manner, like what up till now we have considered, or in future, the detailed mechanism, electrophilic, nucleophilic, addition, slow step, opposite side, SN1, especially oxidation by using nascent oxygen, especially oxidation. In other topics also we are going to consider oxidation by using nascent oxygen. At this level and even further, the simplified mechanism is not available. That is why we use such hints and we proceed. And therefore, this is of two carbon atoms will give rise to, I will write this first, will give rise to, since it is of two carbon atoms, it will, this will get oxidized, means this will get converted into COOH, will give rise to this. This gets converted into carbonyl group and remaining alkyl group. Acid of two carbon atoms, acetic acid, plus this carbonyl group will get converted to COH. Remaining part will remain as it is. It will be retained. It will remain as it is. It will be retained. No change. Carbonyl group will get converted into COH. So what trick we have to keep in our mind is that under drastic conditions, only those ketones which have methylene group directly attached to carbonyl carbon is present will get oxidized. So methylene group will get converted into carbonyl carboxylic group step by step, means it does have carbonyl group, carboxylic group, and remaining carbonyl group and remaining part will get converted into other carboxylic group. Such two products we have to consider. And this, if on both sides it is there, then what? That also we will consider. So this is important. And normally MST CET or even NEET point of view, this is not important. Advanced point of view, this example is important, but this is easy and this much we should do. Let us consider one more example. Now this is ketone, and as per what we have studied up till now, under routine conditions the further oxidation of ketone is not possible. But carbonyl group of ketone, if it is directly attached to CH2 group, methylene group, then under drastic conditions and strong oxidizing agent, either alkaline K1O4 or HNO3, it will take place. Now on both sides methylene group is present. Then as per what is the major product that is mentioned, and therefore then that methylene group will get preferentially oxidized, means we will show that major product. That methylene group, means here this one, will get oxidized into carboxylic group which is attached to more number of carbon atoms or more alkyl groups. This methyl group is attached to only one methyl group, and this methyl group is attached to ethyl group, and therefore oxidation at here, this methylene group will get converted into carboxylic group and remaining part will get converted into carboxylic group, and therefore the products which we get is this one, plus the remaining part, this carbonyl group will get converted into carboxylic group. Let me write it, carboxylic group. So this will be the products. So this we have to keep in mind, and then once this is known, the rule, we should write it directly. This much is expected. Let us consider one more interesting example. This is ketone, cyclic ketone, and strong oxidizing agents, one of the two, and drastic condition I have not mentioned, vigorous. Now this is attached to the carbon here, since the two valences, the carbon here is attached to two hydrogen atoms, and since here this line, this represents a methyl group, so one hydrogen. So the methylene group which is directly attached to carbonyl group, oxidation at that carbon takes place, and therefore this carbon will get converted into carboxylic group and remaining carbonyl group will get converted into carboxylic group. The breaking takes place here and not here. Not here. cyclic ketone, and therefore the ring will open, and I'll start with this carbonyl carbon. What we get is carbonyl group. It will get converted into COOH. It is attached to this carbon, which is attached to methyl and hydrogen, which is further attached to CH2, which is further attached to CH2, which is further attached to CH2 group, and this CH2 group, which is directly attached to carbonyl carbon, will get converted into COOH. So this is a dicarboxylic acid with 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexanoic acid, hexane dioic acid, IUPAC name. Homework, let it be as a homework. But this dicarboxylic acid with 6 carbon atoms, commercially it is called as adipic acid, and we are going to use this in our topic, organic chemistry topic of future, polymer chemistry topic. So again, this one is also a very interesting example. So this much regarding further oxidation of ketone is known to us, is enough, and there are few strong reagents actually. One which comes under what we call as iodoform test, or if chlorine is used, it can be called as chloroform test. And second, where this peroxy group is there, means instead of methyl, 3 hydrogen atoms are replaced by 3 fluorine atoms, and such type of structure makes available nascent oxygen, and the manner in which it makes available nascent oxygen. So this is trifluoro peroxy group, peroxy acetic acid. Okay. TFPA. So that in future, in some other topic we are going to consider. This also very interesting, but not in this, under this point. At least this new additional point, neat point of view. Ketones under rustic condition and strong oxidizing agent can be further oxidized only if CH2 group is directly attached to carbonyl group. This much is enough. Yes. Thank you.